Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We've been slowly making our way through Grimforge on our way to get down to the Adamantine Forge that we've been hearing about. Looks like we are about there. We've heard there's a horrible monster guarding it. I doubt those magma mephits was what we're dealing with. Perhaps I should heal up properly before we go in here just in case this is just going to immediately start a fight. And so I think I shall. That's probably good enough.
I've got a long road ahead.
Because yeah, I'm
Another step forward.
a bit nervous.
This must be the forge. What a sight to behold.
Saw all those dust rain off the bottom of this as we stepped there. Looks like we gotta jump. Mold ejection lever, crucible, forge lever. So that's surely how we work it, is those various pieces. Looks like there's a lower level. Is there any way to get down to that? Well, we've got the lava valve there, so one would assume so. I don't see an obvious elevator. But maybe like jumping onto various pipes and then jumping down to different levels. Or there might be a roundabout way if we go over here, maybe eventually it loops back around. But it looks like if we're going to control the lava, which we know is one of the steps we've heard about, probably this valve we're gonna have to use. Let's try touching all the things though. A proper way to investigate. We'll start with the crucible. Insert item. Forge. Great Furnace of Grimforge. Let's see. Oh, I guess that's proof that we already read Grimforge history. Information on the use of the Adamantine Forge. Yes, that's what I want. Protectory conjured from magma to guard it. A construct said to be so mighty that no blade could fell it, and no spell could pierce it. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Ingredients: raw mithril ore and a proper mold. Place ore and mold into their respective chambers. Pull the lever to lower the hammer and prepare the ore for smelting. Open the valve to allow lava into the crucible and drop the hammer again to forge the product. Okay. So into here. Mithril? Why am I not seeing mithril? I know we found some. Karlach certainly has found a bunch. Yeah, there's mithril ore. But I thought we had a bit with Varric. Did it go into one of our pouches? That'd be a bit awkward. But I would also assume that the search should still find it if it's in a pouch. Did I give it to Lae'zel to carry because it was heavy? How heavy is it? It's 4 pounds. It's not bad. Split you and put one piece in there. Insert.
I just need to insert them all. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Mold chamber. What would we want to craft? Therein is the question. Oh, there we go. Adamantine slag. That's what we'd found before, not mithril ore. Okay. Cool. That explains that. Karlach has our plans. we've got mace, scale mail, medium armor, scimitar, shield, splint mold, heavy armor. You wear medium, yes? Yeah, chain shirt +2. I don't know how scale mail fares against chain shirt. I think it's better. Believe so? But this being a +2 means it's probably going to be better than whatever this makes, but I don't know what sort of bonuses, because I doubt this is just going to be plain ordinary scale mail. We don't need the scimitar. Shield.
What's next?
What shield do you have? Gives you temporary hit points when you take damage. Fair. No one else is using a shield.
Well,
I don't think you are allowed. Yeah, you're not proficient with shields, so I couldn't give him a shield if I wanted to. Sad thing is, we don't really need any of those items that we can make. Maybe we keep looking around.
Looking ahead.
And see if we find any more patterns. Because wasting our
Never wanted the easy path.
mithril feels foolish. But yeah, I don't see a way down. Looks like we could get over to here, then maybe we could jump back onto those pipes. I don't know. No obvious way down, so we're going to continue forward this way. Also, while we're here, what do we have? That's the lost amulet, is way over here. Okay. What do we have walkable? Looks like it is just here. No other branches off. So yeah, let's check out that direction. It should take us towards whatever this quest is. And we will temporarily hold off on smithing.
Lava's popping. Lethal stuff.
Okay. I guess that's good to know. So if it looks like the lava's getting ready to pop, don't be near it. And we'll probably want to travel one at a time. How would we get over there? Regardless, there's a giant pool of lava. No, no, no. No, no. Wait, where are you going? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It looks like he is, in fact, trying to walk over there. How would you have done that? Alright, split the party.
Let's cook in.
Karlak, you go first. So you're ready to pop. Afterwards. Now go. Okay, you are just straight up running across the lava. Fantastic. Pull back from that. Alright, we don't want to go that way. I was curious how she was trying to do it. I was hoping we could stand on that corner up there.
Can carry me.
But that is oddly not walkable.
Elemental. That explains things. Making me sweat.
No? No, no. Rejoin up. Let's pull back. We've got a straight up lava elemental. And this is not a scenario I want to deal with that. Magmatic regeneration. Regain 20 to 120 hit points when starting a turn in lava. What? What? Oh. What? The presence of this creature disturbs nearby lava, making it bubble and explode. So he's the one that's causing the bubbling exploding. I mean, cold vulnerability, I can exploit. I don't know how I would stop that.
Can't afford to stay idle.
What is it? Chill touch? Does anyone have that?
Can't give up now.
I don't think so. Gale might. There's a cantrip that says that if someone's been hit by it, they can't regenerate health that turn. Forgot about slow. That could have been useful. Okay. Also speak with dead. Something I should use more. What are we gonna do about you? You're in lava. You ruin our day. Do we have cantrips we can hit them with from back here that aren't fire? I guess I don't need cantrips. Sorry. No. Guys, not... They'll want to die, clearly. Next time it gets over here, I'm going to try shooting it. See if we can kite it back out of the lava to fight down here. Because if so, our chances increase immensely of winning. I'm wondering if that is supposed to be the creature they created to guard the forge. Creature of lava. I was thinking a construct rather than an elemental, but reasonably fits the bill. We'll hold on the arrow of ice for later, but that's something Astarion could also use. But no point while he's regenerating 120 health in a turn. Relic was hit for 18 fire damage from what? From burning? Alright, he's getting back over here. Slowly. He's gonna walk through our attack range. I don't like that it, depending on where I aim, sometimes Astarion's trying to walk down here. Like, please stay where you are. Yeah, see, like that. Don't stand there to attack him. Let's do a quick save. Okay, initiative has started. Most of us are first. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna pull back. So if I attack with Char and crossbow, 80% chance to hit. 3 to 10 damage. Versus 75% chance, 2 to 16. I'll take the more sure attack, I think. Critical hit for 6. Oh, are you resistant to piercing? Is that what I just saw? Piercing resistance, not ideal. Temporarily hostile. If you knock out this entity or flee from combat, it may harbor some resentment towards you, but will not remain hostile. So if we flee, it's not going to stay hostile, because I'm planning to flee a little bit.
On my way.
Pull back out of line of sight, because it might have ranged attacks. And I don't want to deal with that.
Charlatans.
You... We're still going to hold off on using our frost arrows, but I might use them in this fight. We're doing so little damage. But there you go. Suppose I should have attempted to hide, and then... Because I could have pulled back here, used hide, and seen if I could have gotten a sneak attack off.
With finesse. I give in.
Okay, us. Only cantrip I have is Firebolt, and that's not going to be the most useful of attacks. Do I waste a spell? Let's go to cantrips. Just so I can see what my cantrips are. Light, Firebolt, Friends, Dancing Lights, Shocking Grasp, or Minor Illusion. Fantastic. Yeah, your immunity to fire is a bit of a problem at the moment. I've got a lot of fire spells. Firebolt, Scorching Ray, Fireball. So I could use a Chromatic Orb, which wouldn't be the worst call. I've got lots of spells that I'm probably all going to use for Chromatic Orb in this case. So if we did use it, 95% chance to hit. Should do crazy damage to it. Six. Why? Damage roll 3 on 2d8. 3 doubled to 6 because of its vulnerability. Sure. So we rolled on our 2d8. We had a possibility of anywhere between 2 to 16, and we got 3. Fantastic. Alright. And you likewise run away. Now, it can still see Karlach, so hopefully it won't just turn around and walk away. Good, it's dashing forward. And it is not in lava. Right? Lava pools in this creature's footsteps. How... If that's the truth, how do we deal with that? We need to keep it from starting its turn in lava, and it literally can make lava where it stands. Is that considered lava under you? Yes, it is. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah, fire damage. Okay. We could do create water a bunch with Shadowheart. See if that fixes the lava issue. You can attack from up here, which I think is what we're gonna do. So, go into a rage. You'll take half damage. How does it phrase it exactly? Resistance to all damage. So, it's not actually half damage that gets halved again. I was thinking, because of her fire resistance, does she take quarter damage now from fire? But no. They have thought about that and are not going to be that kind. If I stick with the 85 so that you don't get advantage attacking her, you get multiple attacks in a turn. Supposedly no, actually. I don't know that I necessarily believe that, but that's the claim. Then I will choose to not give you advantage on attacking me. She needed 12 to hit, rolled an 11. Okay, well I can just... I guess that's the thing to do, is you attack without reckless attack, and then it prompts to choose it if we're missing, which seems unusually kind. We've got it nearly half dead in a single turn. And you, Karlach, hold the line so it doesn't run off. Alright, Shadowheart. You are potentially critical here. You create water. You can hopefully stop her from catching fire, but also the hope is that water puts out lava.
No time like the present.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. If only. So you're going to regenerate on your turn, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Now. Now I'm gonna attempt. No, I can't throw. I was like, I'm gonna attempt to throw a healing potion, but I can't. So. Healing word. Get some healing in. Pull up to the side where it's going to be harder for it to knock you off of a cliff. I think that's what we're going to have to do there. Okay. I could have you do 3 attacks or 1 ranged attack with an ice arrow. No, better yet, a ranged attack with an ice arrow. 75. Ugh. Still fine. So 1 ranged attack with an ice arrow. And then move in to do your melee attacks. Good. Did that do anything for the lava? Hard to tell. No. Still lava. But now if I actually wanted you to go in for your melee attacks, I've created ice on the ground. Being the genius smart person that I am.
All that matters.
You're half dead. So help me, if he heals 120 health on his turn, I'm gonna be so mad. So very, very, very mad. Alright, let's chromatic orb. We do cold. We could... What are these benefits? Acid surface. Knock the creature prone potentially. Meh. Burning. Electrified surface. I was wondering if any of them prevented healing. But no, it doesn't look like it. Because at current, we can hit it with lightning or with ice. 2 to 16, 2 to 16. I assume the arrow would have done the same thing. Electrified surface could be good. I don't really want it to hit Karlach. That's my problem. Can you pull up to the side a bit? Have a better angle where you're not hitting her? Yes. We'll hit him with electricity. That's more of our shtick. He's still resistant to it. And it creates an electrified surface, which hopefully will damage him on his turn. No, we don't need electric resistance. 28. See, that's the kind of damage I was looking for, as opposed to the 6 from last time. Down to 30. We're getting there. You pull back a touch as well. Just hide behind Shadowheart. She'll protect you.
I'm ready.
Okay, you could theoretically move up to attack, but I'm not going to risk that. I hope he doesn't have a big area attack, breath weapon, ruins all of our day. Maybe go away from the party just in case. Healed 67. You big old jerk that just fell prone. And I would say you're not standing on lava, is my claim. I mean, we'll see how the game takes it. But your circle of where you are is there, and your lava ends there. So we could step. Deals 10d6 fire damage per turn. Okay. I was like, we could step there so we don't have to worry about the lava, but no. Or the tripping on ice, I meant. That's a big solid no. So, jump over here. Safety. It is prone, so you already get advantage. No need to reckless attack. Critical hit. Yes, please. That's 67 hit points. 20d6 healing. 20d6. Dude, what is this game? Alright, well, Shadowheart, you're not exactly where I want you. Astarion,
Death's cold grip.
you can step forward. Do some melee attacks. Critical hit. You used your offhand because of course you did. Turn that off. Down to 28. Pull you back to safety.
Ready.
What do I want you to do? I mean, ideally hit it hard. Just move away. We'll let Varric see what he can do.
Where do I go from here?
Where do you go from there? If we attack from down here, you probably have disadvantage because of... no, actually. Because of height is what I was thinking. Well, I don't want you to actually hit yourself, so... Same thing. No, we want to use... Oh, we can use lightning or cold. Definitely use lightning if we have the option. Forced to use second level. Not going to complain. Vulnerable, yeah. This might just do it if our roll's good enough. It's 3d8 lightning that's going to double. No. There it is. Outlander, the floor is lava, gained an inspiration. Yeah, sorry, I electrocuted you a little bit. I was hoping you would be far enough away that it wouldn't be a problem. It's not the case.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
Seriously, an agate and 2 onyx, that's all you had on you? But the lava has stopped bubbling, and that is what matters. So...
On my way.
avoid the lava, everyone, please. We're gonna do some exploring. Hopefully there's not a second lava monster, but since things aren't bubbling, I think that's a good sign. Hello, you. Oh, that's the same type of weapon that Lae'zel's using. We don't really need a second one, although 85 gold, not nothing. Do you like extra reach? Do I think there's a good way to get there? We don't have Mage Hand, unfortunately. If we went through the effort of getting Lae'zel into the party, she could use Mage Hand to get it for us.
Soldier.
Yeah. You speak with animals. How? Why? Did I give you a speak with animals amulet? Or is that something you got from your class? That's neat. Where did you get this? And can you only cast it on yourself? Yes, looks like. Meh. Cool. Did that use... I thought she had a couple more rages, but maybe she doesn't. I'm worried that used a rage. Well, I wouldn't think so as a ritual, but who knows. But she's out of rages, so... Probably don't want to spend too much longer here. Running somewhat low on spells.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Out of rages.
No time to rest.
Etc. So yeah, if we have an opportunity, we'll go back to that. Probably should be a way to get to here, and then from there we can get over to there. I'm guessing. Yeah, and the amulet should be right over here, it seems.
At the ready.
Adamantine chest. Skeleton. Adamantine chest. Starion, would you lockpick this? Can't pick up. That's fine. DC 20. So we've got 10 to 13. That'll be a success. Is this our amulet?
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Yes. Let's take all the simple things. What are you? Sentient amulet. Sun-graced warmth radiates from both the pendant and its chain. Somehow, even a brief glance of it brings a smile to your face. Shatter, it's level 2. Talk to sentient amulet. And key restoration. We know what Shatter is. It's a pretty cool spell. It's a saving throw based spell, which would have had uses in some previous fights. Creatures made of inorganic materials such as stone have disadvantage on their saving throw. So that would have probably helped with the armors we fought. Possibly even the elemental. Because it would have been made of magma and stone. Neat. Key restoration is a monk thing. Use the spiritual energy in the amulet to restore 2 key points. We don't have any monks. And then talk to the sentient amulet. Speak with the consciousness lingering inside the sentient amulet. All we know about this amulet is that someone put it on, slowly started laughing and losing their mind until someone else had to pull it off of them. Something to that effect. Before I pick that up, I want to read that book again. Amulet? I don't know what book it would be. Does our journal tell us? Not you, our journal. Not free the artist. To help the spirit of the amulet. We read it, the journal of a dark justiciar. He mentioned an amulet of great power that also made the wearer laugh. It was cast into the lava. Journal of a dark justiciar. Journal. I was forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chamber, but I couldn't help myself. His master Ketheric not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Char's rivals. Besides, the still meant to keep the amulet a secret. She would have hidden it better. The amulet has gifted me a power and energy heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the other's chagrin. Random nonsense. 3 more days later. It is done, thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness is lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. Right. So we don't know. Apparently it gave lots of power, but caused smiling and laughing and madness. Well, we tried out the mask back with the hag. We're definitely going to try putting this on.
Thou hast come.
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
Given to the laughter, what is happening? What are you doing to me? Drop the amulet, fight the urge. Sorcerer wisdom. Close your eyes and let the magic flow through you in all its wild and beautiful glory. I mean, I'm going to do that one, of course. We don't have any bonuses to wisdom, sadly. But try and just feel the magic as a sorcerer, I guess. See what we can learn from it. And please give me some guidance. So advantage with a bonus D4 on a DC 10. That's reasonable. Nat 20. That's a crit.
Your pure raw power rips through the urge to love.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh, if not one step toward madness? Thou art the wonder! Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings.
Also, the fact that this amulet, obviously the design involves a long chain for when it's lying down. But when we're holding it, having that chain just be rigid straight is super awkward. Like, I wish they had done something about that, because anyone who finds this is going to experience that, and it clearly looks wrong. Return you to where? To whom? Are you a ghost? What happened to you? I can barely hold my laughter. What did you do to me? Equip, stow, or discard the amulet. Return you to where? To whom?
To thy granddaughter, Shira Clarwen. Serves Ilmata, she does. She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
Are you a ghost? What happened to you?
A ghost? I am sunlight on water, dew on grass. Sharons broke my body, but my spirit they could not. Well, not completely. Thou shalt return me home. It is written.
That thing's tainted. Better to leave it than bear a dead man's grudges.
Yeah, I kind of want to give Shadowheart the amulet and make her wear it. Both of these. Investigate, examine the amulet. Focus on this entity. What are its intentions? Before I make a promise. But our rolls are so bad. We'll first do the insight because we don't have a -1 on that. Focus on the entity. What are its intentions? DC 10, we've got the D4 bonus. We could instead give ourselves advantage. But since our next roll needs intelligence, this wouldn't help. So we just need to break it to cast guidance. So, no, we'll keep the guidance. Hope for the best. Another nat 20. Nice or hot tonight.
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you, but that doesn't mean he won't.
Interesting. Alright, now we do the investigation. Also DC 10. We have better than average odds again. That's not going to do it, though. Let's roll again. We've got 4 inspiration. I'm not worried to waste it here. Might work. Yes. It all depends on what that D4 gave me. That'll work.
Etched on its face is an image of the dawning sun,
Yeah, I don't know Ilmater. I know the name, I know I've heard it, but played in so many different D&D settings. I don't remember what Ilmater was the god of. Because sun, I would think, is Halor, or is that Greyhawk? Rather than Faerun. Don't know. Well, we can try our religion check, since we're so good at that. This is another circumstance where in a real party, everyone worked together for checks rather than it being forced onto a single person. And so, in a real D&D setting, if I recognized, oh, there's something odd about this amulet, it seems to have a religious focus, I would then hand it to Shadowheart and be like, hey, what's this symbol? What does that mean to you? And let her make the roll, rather than forcing the single character who's not good at religion to have to make that check. But we succeeded. That's what matters.
You recognize the symbol. It belongs to those sworn to Lathander, god of dawn and renewal.
Okay.
Whatever madness this spirit suffers was inflicted by Lathander's enemies, followers of Shah. And this madness may flow into you.
We did read a earlier text from the Sharans where they were talking about if they are wanting sacrifices, specifically look for Selûne worshippers. But if they can't find Selûne worshippers, then Lathander worshippers are a good secondary choice for sacrifices or torture people or whatever it was. Lathander isn't their preference for who they should torture and attack and whatnot, but they're a good secondary. Then yes, I will take you to your granddaughter at Worm's Crossing. We understand that this could have consequences. The madness may flow into us, at least temporarily. But it's the right thing to do. I don't know if I'm going to equip it, but I don't have an issue with carrying it with me, probably. So yes, I will take you to your granddaughter at Worm's Crossing.
I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
Can you not? Yeah, stow the amulet.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely a thing. We don't know where Worm's Crossing is. Let's see, how much of that is a reachable area? Seems like not much. Yeah, we can't actually jump over there. Nope, don't mark random locations. So, don't think we can jump from here, probably. Yeah, that is walking far too far into the lava for my taste. Possibly could walk along there. Let's save before some of them accidentally step in lava. Because, again, they're all stupid. It looks like that's fine. It's outside the circle, but I don't see it showing that he has to walk in the lava to do it. There. And if he can make it, everyone else should be able to. Darian? Thank you. Okay, so we've made it to here now. Ah, bottle. Glad we went out of our way for that. Now, this is what we actually came over here for. Oh, guys. Reload. No. Like, there are safe paths. You should not be walking through the lava. Use some intelligence in where you move. That's all I ask.
How
How much farther can I go?
Starion? Come on, man. We're walking on a flat surface. Just follow the rest of the party. Don't step into lava for literally no reason. Like, you're a vampire. You should be avoiding fire. Isn't that a thing? Okay. Wait for everyone to stop moving. If I need to, I will move everyone one at a time. But I'm hoping that we can just go together as a group and handle this intelligently. Okay, get out of the way. Okay. There we go. Let's make sure this is still a bottle, and it is. Now, I think when I told us to move here, we only get the move indication of the route we're going to go in combat. But I think when I told them to go here, I assumed they would jump down here. Instead, they like tried to walk around or some nonsense. So let's be more explicit. I want you to jump down here. And then we walk. Stay. Don't. Come on, you guys. Don't be dumb. You too. Why? You are so close to danger.
I'd love to, thanks.
Karlak, please.
Hello.
Grab that. Because that is far too heavy for anyone else to carry. So, we've got Sorrow as an option. 6 to 15, which also has the lash to pull enemies closer. But we now also have a second one of... Hello? Where you be? There. 6 to 15 without the lash. 6 to 15 with the lash. Well, I guess that's pretty clear. Looks like you won't be using the giant, oversized halberd. Instead, use the normal-sized glaive. But for now, keep using the greatsword, because it does more damage. Okay, we've successfully gotten over here, picked up all the things. Now, how do we get over to there? I'm doubting
I've got a long road ahead.
we can actually make that jump. I think I just saved, but we're saving again. Step right to here. I'm watching you, Astarion. Nope, that is stepping in lava territory. You can't jump onto that piece, unfortunately. Yeah. Does that count as... Can you step just a tiny bit forward? Okay, I think that's not in lava. Haha! Nice. They were actually intelligent about that. Okay. We got back here safely.
Very well.
Sadly, this didn't actually get us to that lower level that I was hoping it would. So, what's the call there? How do you get down? Because jumping down here feels like that's not the right call. 31 damage. Gotta be a better way. Okay, we can't actually step on these pipes, so that's definitely not the correct answer. Let's try pulling the lever. See if that does anything for us. Nope. That just does the hammer. Does it do the hammer each time? Yes. Really cool. Do we still have our stuff in there? Can't use this right now. Yes, okay. It's full, so we can't pull our mithril out either. Alright, well that's definitely not how we get down, is either using that lever or anything else. We've got another lever here, but it's called the mold ejection lever or something, so I think it ejects the mold. Assuming things are intelligently named. Is it really just jumping down here for 30 some odd damage our only option? Can't be. There's no ladder to climb down. If I say go here. There we go. No. Normally, if they have to jump somewhere, when you click on it, it says can't get there. So when I clicked and he started going, I was like, oh cool, there is a path. No. He just jumped, even though I didn't have him in the jump mode. Which strikes me as extremely odd. So seriously, not telling you to jump, if I just click down here, you're gonna just throw yourself off? And take 30 damage. Okay. That's definitely a thing. So, I think that clearly says there's no way down there safely. We've got to jump. Featherfall is then the correct choice. Or maybe Mage Hand to pull the lever. Just from up here, have a Mage Hand pull the lever. Okay, I could buy that. We don't have Featherfall. Do we have... If I can spell it. Potion of Featherfall, Scroll of Featherfall. Although if we use Featherfall to get down there, then we don't know of any way to get back up. That's true. Do I see any way up? No. So what do I do then? Well, we can teleport. Okay. Right, we can use the map stuff to teleport back to here. Yeah. Okay. Or Mage Hand. Although we're still left at the same question of I don't really need any of the molds that we have.
Wanna dance? Got it.
So we will have you drop all of these so that we have them available. Let's go to camp, get Lae'zel, because it wouldn't surprise me if she has some of these on her. And then she also has Mage Hand. And that's probably the smart way to handle this. Alright. Lae'zel. Want to talk with you.
Can't give up now.
And by I want to talk to you, I mean Varric wants to talk to you.
A private word would be nice.
Speak.
Hi. I'd like you to join me.
Space, and my might is yours.
Take Karlach's
Well
place.
chosen.
So she's back in the party now. Let's leave camp.
Action, not reaction.
You have some adamantine slag as well. You do not have any of those mithril or any of the molds. Just to make sure no one else did either, right?
Well,
Wouldn't think so. No. Yes. Longsword. Okay. So we've got a choice of scimitar, scale mail, mace, longsword, flint mold, or shield mold. So heavy armor, which is probably just for Lae'zel.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
All you have is Githyanki half-plate. Have I really not found any magical, better heavy armor? Oh, that's even medium armor. Okay. Then that seems like an actual viable thing to choose, is the heavy armor. Because Lae'zel could wear it. I'm good with that.
Going.
Let's pick up the heavy armor mold. Open up.
Give it a shot.
I don't.
No use. It's blunt.
Yeah, open up this. Insert that. So now we should be making heavy armor. If we go back to the journal. No, the forge. This. Place the ore and mold into their respective chambers. Done. Pull the lever to lower the hammer and prepare the ore for smelting. Okay. We can do that. So hammer lever, then valve for lava, and then hammer again. Although it feels like the hammer is already in the right place because it seems to be smacking down just fine when we pull the lever. But we'll pull the lever anyway. Toss down another quick save. You can never have too many quick saves. Pull the lever. Feels like that probably isn't necessary. Hello. I stand corrected. That has definitely done something.
That did the trick all right. And down it goes.
Weird. Platform control. I assume that's what gets us up. How about that? So that'll be our lava control. Is there anything else of interest here while we're down here? No. Just the hammer lever. Someone's got their circle of guidance or whatever stuck there rather than where they are. Awkward. Oh, it's gone now. So that probably pulls us back up if I decide I didn't want to be down here anymore, but didn't want to finish the forging. So, turn the lava valve. Please stay out of the lava, everyone. Hopefully this knows how to correctly gauge how much lava to use. No, this is the construct, not the lava monster. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh boy. I should definitely have healed before doing this fight. Oh no.
My faith will protect me.
I mean, we still have a good amount of spells. Varric's running a touch low. Lae'zel will have all of her abilities ready to go, which is good. What's your deal? Level 10? Level 10 golem. 450 health. What? Excuse me. AC 18, 450 health, 24 strength. Exposure to lava has caused the Grimm's adamantine body to soften, can now be affected by certain damage types, and is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Well, that's something, I guess. So resist slashing and piercing, and acid and thunder. Completely immune to necrotic, fire, lightning, psychic, poison, radiant. resistant to cold, resistant to force. Oh boy. Hit it with bludgeoning or hit it with nothing. Adamantine skin, made entirely from adamantine. This mass is about as heavy as a dragon and nearly as indestructible. Only intense heat can soften the metal enough to be shaped. Dark vision, opportunity attack, vengeful guardian. Grim always attacks the last creature that hit it, if possible. Huh. Huh. I mean, we could get it with water, so then it would be vulnerable to ice and lightning. Probably. There's an option. Yeah. Movement speed 0? Can it literally not move? I find that hard to imagine. Weight is 10,000 pounds. Like, I doubt we can just stand in the back and just pepper it. Although it has big flail that it wouldn't surprise me if it can launch that out. That's like a ball on a chain. If they're gonna have it be unmoving. Dude, I am not excited for this fight. Alright, well, we want Lae'zel to be last. Do we? What is your AC? AC is only 16. How on earth is Shadowheart and Varric's AC higher than our fighter? Oh, mistakes were made. We want you to have bludgeoning. Do you even have anything bludgeoning? Of course not. You have a slashing weapon. And it's immune to slashing or just resistant? Resistant to slashing. I think we definitely want Karlach in this fight. Well, Karlach's AC is even lower, I think, than that 16. Ugh.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
So maybe we have Varric tank? Ugh. Because I could give him Blur for 10 turns. So we'd have disadvantage to attack us, and we have an AC of 18. Trying to just formulate a battle plan here. We don't have cold options, and he's immune to lightning. And I don't think I gave myself... There's a feat that allows you to surpass immunities, and I don't think I gave myself that. Perhaps I ought to have. We go to our character. Resistant to lightning. Fine. Wielder deals damage with a spell or cantrip, gain 2 lightning charges. It's fine. When you cast a spell that deals damage to the associated thing, Charisma modifier to the damage. Sorcery point to gain resistance. That's all fine. No, I don't have anything that overcomes his resistance. There's a feat for it. Elemental Adept or something like that, I think. But no, we didn't bother grabbing it. Now I should have. Although one could argue that fire might be the one to choose for that because I've got lots of fire things and not very many lightning spells. Okay. That's a whole lot of bad times. That's right. Immune to lightning, resistant to ice. And I don't have anything that just bludgeoning, right? No, because this does thunder, not bludgeoning. Same with you. I can whack it with my stick. That's bludgeoning. Oh, I have no plans. Fire breath won't help.
What should I do?
All right, let's start out. Yeah, start out with water. I think that's how we got to start. So it is now wet, which should have vulnerable to lightning and cold damage. No. I mean, it got rid of its resistance to cold damage. That's something.
Time to push my luck again.
So we can do this. 450. At least it doesn't heal. But dude, superheated only lasts for 2 turns. What does it do? That allows it to be affected by bludgeoning. I think we've got to go back to camp. I don't think we can reasonably actually do this. We need a bludgeoning weapon. Preferably on our barbarian. So let's reload. Rather than wasting a bunch of time trying this fight. Because I could go into the fight, see all of its moves, figure out how it works, and then make a plan. And maybe that's the right call. But it would feel more cheaty than to take what I know now, without having seen his moves, make a plan, which basically involves having an ally who can do bludgeoning attacks. Which, granted, we could give the Great Club to Lae'zel, and then still have her in the fight. But I think reckless attacks is gonna help. Are there any one-handed bludgeoning weapons, like light bludgeoning weapons, that Astarion could be using? Probably not. Probably not. So we've got these warhammers. We could give Shadowheart a warhammer.
There's no time to waste.
We've got tons of piercing and slashing. You're bludgeoning. We drop the staff. The staff is bludgeoning, yes? Technically. Why is it saying... Oh, yeah. 2 to 7, 1d8 plus 1. 1d6 plus 1 because of one-handed. Alright. Once per short rest, you can encase the target in fairy fire for 2 turns if you miss an attack against it. Is fairy fire that impressive? Incoming attacks of advantage cannot be invisible. Wonder how long it lasts. Oh, for 2 turns. Ah, says it right there. So yeah, we could give you this. Probably does a tiny bit more damage. We'd lose the bless. But maybe that's alright. I don't think Astarion is offering much in this fight. So what else could I do? Party-wise. Go back to camp. That's what we need to do. Go to camp. I think Shadowheart's still fine. We could actually... Let's see, Gale. Does Gale offer anything of note? Can we see his character sheet? We go to Gale. No, we can just see his inventory, of which he has literally nothing because we never use him. No, can we see it here? Yes. Better yet, what are your spells? Is there any way to see that? Attack bonus damage. Nope, that is Illithid powers. What's the shortcut for spells? I know there is one. I want to see spellbook. I want to see the spellbook for Gale without having to pull him in. But I doubt he has anything terribly useful. So, probably not Gale. There's Will. He could hex. I don't actually know what he can do because I don't use him. And I'm probably not going to use him in this. No, I think possibly replacing Astarion with Karlach might be the call. Astarion's not going to be helpful here. He just does piercing and slashing type damage. It's just not what we need. And I don't think he can effectively do anything else. He doesn't have strength bonuses.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
So,
Soldier,
yeah.
looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Yep, you're gonna take Starion's place.
Let's hop.
Then you
Oh, I could go for a
are gonna
good
put
meal.
your club back. Which just doesn't feel like the best choice, but it's what we've got. You got a flail here. Is that better? 7 to 12 is better than 5 to 12, yes. Hitting an enemy with this weapon heals the wielder for 1 to 6, but they go mad if they don't continue hitting an enemy each turn. Healing through this item doesn't trigger other passives that react to healing. Well, you're going to be trying to hit every turn. You get 2 shots, and you'll be attacking with advantage. Not thrilled by the mad idea. Hostile to everyone in the vicinity. Yeah, not thrilled by that plan. AC 16, so you're just as not good as... Ooh, light. These could be used by Starion to get 3 attacks. Sneak attacks, etc. I'm gonna go with Karlach and Lae'zel, but if the fight fails, or maybe when the fight fails, we'll keep that in mind. Light hammers. Yeah. And then Lae'zel, you need a bludgeoning weapon. You've got Skybreaker here, 1d4 plus 6, it's a light hammer. Searing Smite, oh good. You have no other bludgeoning weapons?
All's well that ends.
Not really.
Not as bad as it could have.
Give you a Warhammer. Is that really the best we've got? Thought there was another magical weapon I was remembering thinking about. Rune Powder Vial. There's another option. It's force damage, though, which it might be immune to. Or resistant to, I don't recall. Something unhelpful. Cullen Lump? Ooh. That is also a very good choice. That's part of the plan. Alright, let's give that to Lae'zel. Shadowheart, you had your staff. We give this, maybe this is what we give to Lae'zel. 7 to 12 rather than 7 to 16, but it will do double damage. 6 to 15 versus 7 to 12. We used you, either one of you. We used you. We could then also give you a shield.
What's the story?
Are you too specifically a great weapon? You are. You want to be using a two-handed weapon. I don't think you have that same focus. Although that's also a one-handed weapon. They're both maces. We don't have any two-handed bludgeoning weapons. Besides a warhammer, which is versatile, so it could be used two-handed. Okay, so that's 6 to 15 because it's using the D10. So you got a choice between 6 to 11 or 7 to 12. This one does fairy fire. That one heals and causes madness. I think healing and causing madness is probably the better call. Let's get you a shield. Lightning aura, which I don't think helps in this case. Shield. Why do I keep typing random letters? Shield. Nothing that claims to be a shield. Equipment. Just that. Do you have any shields in your inventory? No.
Let's get on with it.
Shadowheart, you've had a few shields you've used over the time. We've got the Woodwode to ensnare.
Let's move.
Anything on you, shield-wise? No. Okay.
Whatever comes.
So we'll give the Woodwode to Karlach. So there we go. You've got your mace, a shield, bring your AC up to 18. I think this is the plan. Do I want to do it in this episode? We're getting pretty late on. Let's drop ourselves down. Because the fight doesn't start until... Oh, we should pick all these up before they get dropped in lava, now that I know lava flows here. Yes.
Nice.
Grab all of these, please. Don't want them damaged. Okay. I think we will hold off here. We know what's coming up. We don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, you can't rage. We need to go to camp. That solves that for me. Being low on spells and out of rages, no. We're gonna rest for camp. So that'll be the end of this episode, is talking to everyone.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Resting, etc. And then next time, we'll be fighting that monster. Which I'm not thrilled by. Okay, so let's do our rounds. I'll cut it out if no one has anything to say.
Time for a chat.
Which they probably don't. Alright, so no one had anything to say during the day or at night. So we're just gonna go straight to bed and see if there is a nighttime event. 80, not using our egg. Good. No nighttime event. Perfect. So we're gonna just leave camp and be ready here. So next episode, we will turn the valve, bring the lava in as well as the monster, and start that fight right away. So look forward to it. Hope to see you then. Bye.